my first single layout for February 2019, and this is my daughter. This is a picture of me and my two sisters. I'm the oldest, and my sisters both fell in love with my little braids that I made, so I made them both braids. And we had to document the moment in the Jersey Shore, the three of us walking with our little braids. And you can see our hair is at 3 different lengths, but we had a fun time. Like old memories from when we were little and I used to do their hair, so it was fun. Here is a layout when we went to Tennessee to stay in a cabin, and this was at Mad Dog's Creamery and Donuts. If you ever go out there, I highly recommend it. My daughter had a blast. She had one of their cotton candy ice cream concoctions that are very popular right now. This is in New York again, and these are some selfies my daughter took before we left to go to the Jersey Shore for the day. And that's my baby sister. And this is my husband and I on that same flight to New York that I showed previously with my daughter. A layout of the first things you see when you're coming down the mountains into Alabama to see my son in his town. And it's just so calming and beautiful. These are our favorite desserts at Daruma's. Anybody who knows me knows I love Daruma's. I could go there every day. It's a Japanese steakhouse, but they're phenomenal, and these are their desserts. And the flowers are edible. And this is their creme brulee. It's just fantastic, and their fried ice cream, and it is on fire, so check that out. This is at the Jersey Shore, and this is my dad and my mom, and you can see I have a little tucked in journaling. And this is the note there, and I used ribbon that I cut out these little circles. My mom and my dad sitting and relaxing. Okay. This one is me and my girls. That's my oldest daughter, that's my youngest daughter, and this is me. And these were hand cut. And our little title here, part of the BYSS challenge on Facebook. This is a picture of my son's new vehicle for work, and as you can see, there's another little Gossamer bag in here and some journaling in here. And right next to my son's car is my daughter's car. So I talked about how they're growing and moving on, and I tucked it away. That's one of my favorite things to do for journaling, is to hide it. No one needs to see it except them. That's who it's for. And it's there for the future generations if they want to take a peek. This is photos of my favorite restaurant in New York. When we go up there, this is the place I went to as a little girl, and it is still there. And I'm going to be 50 this year, so that's a big thing. Always go in there. When I go back to visit, I go at least once and have some food there. So it's just become a tradition now. This one is my daughter and I when I was sick with bronchitis again and again. You see the tucked in journaling. I put some ribbon and pull it out and give it a little design element. This flower is older than dirt, from Jolie's Boutique. I couldn't even tell you how many years, but I finally put it to good use. And the papers from making memories, and they're not even in business anymore. So I'm really proud of myself that I actually was able to work this into a layout. And this is me and my daughter. This one is probably one of my favorite layouts. I got it off of Pinterest, totally different papers, but I scrap lifted it in my own style. This is for the C. Jane kit. And of course I had another Gossamer bag, and my journaling is tucked in away. And this is my first granddaughter, and my only granddaughter at this point. So I have lots to say to her. This is a photo of my oldest son and my 2 grandbabies. They're the only ones I have, and I kind of made it like a snow globe. Not sure if everybody can see it, get it, understand it. And this I popped up, and these are just, I doodled them on there. And I did all my journaling around the snow globe, which is different for me. Okay, he's another single, and this is my niece and her grandmother on the other side. So I'm not technically not blood related, but she's family now. She's stuck with us. This is my youngest, and I have lots of layouts with her because she's the one who's still at home and will pose for me. And this is an old MME paper pack. So that's her on Instagram or Snapchat or one of those crazy apps. This is her again. And I love the perspective, the photo being at an angle. And I always love to do my little sprinkling of things, trying to stick to that a visual triangle to get your eyes across the page. But I'm working on it. Here is another one. And this one's packed with buttons that I haven't used in I don't know how long, and some ribbon. And this is my youngest again. This is her again, and here she's doing the filter again. And I've got some gold doilies in here that I've probably had for years. And I actually use these little star sequence that I've had forever, because in Florida we don't get much snowflakes, so kind of goes with that blue in her shirt and that MME paper. In New Jersey when we went, my daughter had some henna done, so I got pictures of her henna, did it in black and white so I could put it pretty much with any kind of paper. And I like the way it looks with the bright colors in between. This is another one from BYSS. This was a sketch we needed to follow. And I actually have some washi. This is a doodlebug strip that I probably had, I don't know, 12 years, 15 years, like crazy amount of time. And this is my son who is trying to get this little rubbery thing to go on my husband's head without my husband realizing it. It was pretty funny because my husband is so serious and that would never fly if he would have caught him, but I just had to document it. It's too funny. This is me and my daughter, and I just love this card. Don't grow up to trap. These are pictures from when we went to Tennessee to the cabin, and I call my little kiddos in my classroom dingleberries. I even call my own kids dingleberries sometimes. So it's hilarious when I found this box of chocolate covered gummies and they called them dingleberries. I had to get a photo of that. And these are some of the things that we saw when we were there. This is a photo of my second oldest son and my grandson. No, that is not his child, but his nephew. And he's the one that lives in Alabama, so it's nice to have him come home, even if it was just for a few days. And I got this great photo of him and Ryder together, and I just love the colors. They're blues and orange. Set the whole page, the colors for the layout. I use that same paper to do this layout of my sister's henna and my daughter's henna again, and this layout is in color with that big red weird carpet in the background. This is a picture of my daughter and my two sisters before we left, and this is after. She's chilling with her aunties. This is the good times I'm playing in the arcade. We spent hours in here when we were at the Jersey Shore. It was so much fun. And again, here is my husband doing the Wizard of Oz. It's so weird to see him playing Wizard of Oz because that's totally outside of his domain. Here I am, the big winner. The bonus and my tickets. Had a great time. This is my mommy and I, and this was also another sketch from BYSS. I'm on Facebook. You should check them out. They are awesome. This is a layout of my nephew. And there's a girlfriend in the background, and this is the first time he is standing up. He was in a horrible motorcycle accident, so I'm just so proud that he was able to get to that stage, and I had to document it. This is a photo of my oldest son's 32nd birthday, and my kids were all here. She came from Pensacola, he came from Alabama, and this is his wife. So it was great to have all my kiddos here, even though Amanda's missing from the picture. Just noticed that. These are my kids. As you can see, every typical teenager spends a lot of time on the screen. And they know they can get on their phones until that food comes. You better put it away once the food comes. It's time to talk and eat. So they're pretty good about listening there. This is myself and my friends from BYSS. This is Gina here, and she is the head honcho over there. Her and Marcy run the group, and they are phenomenal. And these are my two scrappy friends for years and years and years. Love them, and love that we got to be able to get away, because it's so hard now as we get older and our kids and grandkids are all far apart. This was a teaching workshop I went to with a co-worker. Here is my friend Christine, and she is part of the family now. We've Puerto Rican adopted her, because that's what we do. And it was great. These were the 3 moderators for the workshop. 2 days, awesome time. This is myself and my oldest daughter again, and another doily, some buttons, some of this glitter, and these border stickers I probably had like 20 years. I was trying to bash those border stickers, another doily, and this is my box for my journaling. And this was at a teacher conference. My mama and I sent the same pack of border papers. This was a PL card, and this is from L Studio, and another button. Another border from that pack. This time I tried to cover it up with some buttons and some flowers, and a picture again of my family. And I love all these word thickers, just fantastic. This is a photo of my oldest son and his girl and their beautiful children. This is their sleep face pose. They're just too cute. This is my oldest daughter and I, and this was taken on New Year's Eve, and that's another one of those borders I was trying to bash, and I actually finished that pack. I think I have like 1 or 2 more layouts with it, and then it's done. This is their nice pose. You saw the crazy one before. This is a sticker from one of those sticker packs that's so popular right now, and I think this was the last border, and I am pretty sure that heart does not belong there. But now it's sticking to the table and not to the paper. Let's see. Here we go. This is my oldest daughter and I used a border punch on here, a flower and a button. This is our picture from our character day parade. And this is the kindergarten team. That's me, my friend Christine again, and our new member Rachel. We've had a blast this year. So I'm very excited to see my visual triangle again, some L Studio, and this is a BYSS. And that is a part of that pack too. That might be the last layout. Those stickers will run forever. This is one of my final layouts. This is my son and my 2 grandkids, another doily, some acrylics that I've had forever, some gems, and I always like to spray everything. So you can see some tags, and this is Felicity Jane kit. Love their stuff. Highly recommend it. If you're gonna spend any money on a kit, that'd be Felicity Jane. This is a layout from the scraps of the other layout I did earlier of another single. This is my daughter being a little crazy, sticking her head in. She's just a lunatic. And this is another border punch. I probably haven't used them forever, and some more buttons. And my final layout for February 2019, my grandbabies. And as you can see, I love to put drops, Glimmer Mist, Heidi Shine. Those are my favorites. And this is a Felicity Jane kit. This is my last layout.